Here's the moment nobody warns you about. You've set the date, you know the total, you've even saved for it. And then the contracts start arriving. And every one of them has its own deposit, its own due date, its own balance rule. The total was never the problem. The timing is. Will the money actually be there the week each payment lands? By the end of this video, you'll have this. Every deposit and every balance, dated and checked against the money you'll actually have that month. This sample wedding finds out in November that May is going to come up $705 short, 162 days early, and fixes it by moving one payment. 10 minutes of setup. That's the whole cost. The template's linked below if you want to follow along. Excel and Google Sheets, same file. First win, 90 seconds. Open vendors and contracts and type what each contract actually says. The quote, the deposit, when the deposit's due, and how the balance works. 30 days before, fixed date, whatever your vendor wrote. There's a column most people never track, whether a payment is movable. Venues aren't. Florists often are. You'll see why that column is quietly the most powerful thing in the file. Then setup takes the other half of the story, what you're saving each month, and any family contributions, with the dates they actually arrive. A gift that lands in March can't pay a January deposit. This file is honest about that. And that's the whole setup. Names, amounts, dates. No bank connection, no login, it never asks. Now the tab that names the product. The payment timeline radar lays out every month between today and the wedding. Money coming in, payments coming due, and the fund's closing position. Green months, you're covered. And then there's May. Look at what's stacked there. The venue balance, the caterer's final payment, the rentals. Everything due before the big day, arriving in the same 4 weeks. The radar flags at the moment your entries make it true. In this sample, 162 days before it happens. If you're more visual, the calendar shows the same thing as a pile-up. You can see, May is crowded. That's not a disaster. That's information 5 months early. Now the part most people get wrong. When couples see a crunch, they panic cut the budget. Cut the flowers, cut the favors. But the sample isn't over budget. The money exists. It just arrives after the thing it was meant to pay. You don't have a spending problem. You have a timing problem, and timing problems have cheaper fixes. What if is where the fix lives. Take one movable payment. Here, the florist balance, and slide it 3 weeks. Watch May, minus 705 becomes plus 155. Crunch months, 1, now 0. One conversation with one vendor, months in advance, when it's an easy ask. That's what the movable column was for. And for everyone contributing. Who pays what keeps pledged, paid, and remaining per person. You rename the columns to fit your family, however it's shaped. Nobody chases anybody. The awkward phone call becomes a cell reference. One more lever most budgets hide, the guest count. This sample runs 254.55 ahead, so trimming 10 guests returns $928. The file does that math live, so a guest list decision becomes a money decision you can actually see. Quick objections, honestly. Excel or Google Sheets. Both, it's the same file, and it stays that way because there are no scripts and no add-ons. We're not spreadsheet people. You type names, amounts, and dates. The 3,926 formulas are already written. On your phone, there's a phone view tab that keeps the next payments and the covered or crunch answer in your pocket. And the week after the wedding, the post-wedding tab closes the book, what everything actually cost, kept. If you're planning a wedding right now, this is the calmest $25 you'll spend on it. Wedding Budget Command Center, instant download for themes, Excel, and Google Sheets. Link at the top of the description. Set it up tonight, and by tomorrow you'll know exactly which month needs a phone call. If budgets are your love language now, the channel's full of command centers. See you in the next one.